I know that you know what this discussion is all about. And guys, this is not going to be a bash fest, but I know some people will still be vangry. Vince, and angry, vangry, use it if you want.
Kiki Classic Rock.
But I am simply here to talk about something that I think is on everyone's mind. Should Mötley Crüe still continue on and play the stadium tour with Vince Neil or maybe without Vince Neil? Do not say you have not been thinking about it, because after the recent Vince fiasco where he walked off the stage right in the beginning of Girls, 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 you have to be thinking, oh, what is next? For those of you who are new here, hi, hey ho, my name is Kiki, and I hope you're having a super fantabulous day, and you couldn't have picked a crazier place to stop on by. For everyone returning, I thank you so very much, as I always do. I am very thankful for each and every one of you, and please remember to come back again. If you like hearing about off-the-cuff, kind of crazy rock stories, please consider hitting the subscribe button down below, because that's what I'm here doing for you. I'm giving you some off-the-cuff stuff. Also, if you like the video, go ahead and share it, give it a like, give it a comment down below, as long as you're nice now. Be nice. And if you also hit the notification bell, that's going to let you know every single time I upload a brand new video. Now let's talk Vince Neil. Before we go ahead and get into the meat and potatoes of this whole Vince Neil Mötley Crüe story, I have to back up just a little teensy bit and talk about just before Vince blew up on Google and everywhere. On May 27th of 2021, Vince Neil hopped on stage. It was a big old surprise with Sammy Hagar and his band The Circle in Orlando, Florida at the Senef Arts Plaza. So even though it was a big ginormous surprise for the audience, Vince and Sammy, they've done this type of thing before, several times before. But of course, it was still a treat for the audience, for sure. Now you could see some videos online. The audience at this show, they were set up in their own pods, like open air little squares, so it's as if you had your own private space to watch the show. And they've been doing this in Florida since before the whole world shut down. People are rocking out in their own pod, but I don't know if a pod is right for me. I'm just saying. I guess if I'm in a front row pod, that would be just delicious, because you're right there. I didn't see anyone going up to the stage and touching Sammy's toes, so there was none of that business going on. Because when everything's on the same level, no matter what pod you're in, if you're not in the front, it's going to be tough to see that show, unless the stage is really high. I don't know. Anyway, I've never been in a pod, so let me not judge podness. Yeah. Okay, what about Vince and Sammy? So they covered Led Zeppelin's super magnanimous hit, Rock and Roll. I gotta tell ya, in this particular instance, Vince sounded good. Go and watch some of the footage on YouTube, of course. It's all on, everything's on YouTube. Vince, he sounded good. Of course, Sammy's amazing. Of course, Sammy always sounds good. Now you got people out there, a lot of people, still ragging on Vince about his physique. Let me just say something. Why am I stuttering? I don't know. Even if you are out of shape, if you give a great performance and your voice is on point, I don't think the audience cares. I don't think so. And if you're doing what you gotta do for your fans, it doesn't matter what you look like. I'm just saying. The problem is here's where we go awry. There's a big tour coming up for the Mötley Crüe guys in 2022. It got rescheduled because, all that stuff happened last year. And people thought it was really gonna happen this summer 2021, but just recently they said, nope, it's gonna be next year. All of these guys have had a good, solid year. I mean, after some downtime in the beginning of the world shutting down, they had some good time here to rehearse and practice, just in the event that they were to go out this summer. But maybe they just knew. Maybe they knew they weren't going out this summer. Lots of time to polish up, get your act down, practice, and get down diggity. Then we get to the Boone River Festival in Iowa on Memorial Day weekend 2021. Did you guys know that Skid Row was actually supposed to perform? And I guess Vince was called in potentially at the last minute to fill in because Skid Row also couldn't make it. Night Ranger and Great White, they also performed at the Boone River Festival. They were both amazing and on point. Of course, all of that footage is also on beloved YouTube. Then it was Vince's turn. I am just relaying information. Thank you. So if you have already watched all of the videos that are out there from Vince's performance at the Boone River Festival, you know what I'm talking about. And if you have read any of the articles regarding Vince's performance at the Boone River Festival, you also already know what I am talking about. And it was not good, kids. Now, the Boone River Festival was different from when Vince jumped up on stage and surprised everyone and performed with Sammy Hagar. There were no pods here. People were on top of each other. They were drinking, they were hooting, they were hollering, just like a concert should be. Now it's the Vince Neil Show. Here we go. Vince's band guys on point. They're playing Dr. Feelgood. They sounded great. I mean, the band, whoever, he chose these guys, great job with that. But backing up just a couple of steps here, Mitch Maloy of Great White, have you seen him? He's just plain old pretty. Picture perfect, really. There's no joking around here. Mitch Maloy, he's in shape. He has the long, flowing rock and roll hair. His teeth are the whitest teeth you've possibly ever seen in your entire life. And then there's the fact that he sounds great. So there's like the whole rock and roll package right there in Mitch Maloy of Great White. Night Ranger, they got some new music coming out, and they also sounded amazing. Kelly Kiki, Jack Blades, and they were also on point. Also check out Night Ranger's footage on YouTube, just to see what you're in store for if you're going to a future Night Ranger show over the summer. I do digress. I always do that. But let's go back to Vince and Kiki, just focus. Vince went on to cover Helter Skelter, very popular song by the Beatles. And I'll give him the fact that he knew some of the words, and he looked down during the song a lot. He was looking down, he's grabbing his head, he had the mic, and he's grabbing his head looking down. Well, one of the people, the event goers who were in the front row, I totally apologize, I do not know his name off the top of my head, but he said there was a whole paper filled with the lyrics taped to the stage. So that's what Vince was looking down, I don't know why he was holding his head. I don't know why he was doing that, but he's like singing and looking down a lot during that song. One thought that did cross my mind as I was watching that particular performance, I said, if you're going to cover a song by anybody, at least know all the words. But you know what? Let's think about this for a second. Hold on one second. We don't know how much notice that Vince had for this performance because Skid Row was supposed to perform. So maybe this was a super duper last minute thing. So all right, so there is ding, ding, ding. There's one thing that maybe it's because he didn't have enough time to practice. Maybe. All right, let's give him that. Okay, thank you. For a long time, I have been rooting for Vince Neil. I'm on Team Vince. I don't even know if there's a Team Vince, but I was on it. People have been ragging on him for so long. You know what? Give the guy a break a little bit anyway. I mean, he's had a lot happen in his life. We won't go over that right now or today. Maybe at some other point if you want me to. Let me know in the comments down below. But so you got to give him a little bit of an edge, just a smidge. So I'm saying to myself, Vince has got this. The stadium tour is coming up. He's gonna do what he's got to do to make everything good and to make this a great show for all of the Mötley Crüe fans. I still had hope. I still carried a flickering little tiny candle with me for Vince Neil, saying it's all going to be good. Then there was the last song at the Boone River Valley Festival. Vince started the last song, Mötley Crüe's mega hit, Girls, Girls, Girls. It was the last song of the night, I guess. He was on song number 14 from what I partake from the information I have gathered. But it was just bad, bad, bad. Hey guys, I'm sorry you guys. It's been a long time playing. My effing voice is gone. We love you. We hope to see you next time, man. Thank you. What? Oh my, what was that? And that's it. The audience is just standing there. I think they were all in shock at that moment because nobody was moving. Go watch the footage. People just stand there with their phones.
What is the matter with you?
I don't think they knew what happened. And then there was the poor band. Did they even know what the heck had just happened? And that backing vocal track That's still going. So it still kind of sounded like Vince was there, but he wasn't. And then could you just hear possibly whoever was running the show? They're like, excuse me, Mr. Neal, will you be doing an encore? So if your voice is gone, will you be getting it back? And what if you can't find your voice? What happens then? There's a lot of things coming up, lots of things, and not much time. Here's my question to anyone who's willing to listen. Will Mötley Crüe still do the stadium tour? My guess is that no matter what, absolutely no doubt in my mind, yes, they will be doing the stadium tour. There's just a couple of $100 million on the line, so yes, they're doing it. Absolutely. Without a doubt in my mind. Did I already say that? Sorry. Next question on my mind. Should Vince Neil still be the lead singer for Mötley Crüe? I know. There are going to be people who are really mad at me for even saying these words. But again, we're talking lots and lots of money is on the line here. Also included in the stadium tour is Joan Jett, and we know that she always gives an amazing performance. Then we got Bret Michaels, my Bretty. I love him so much. He is so overly passionate about what he does, and every show is just jam-packed with energy. When Bret Michaels does a solo show, shush. You leave there sweating and just exhausted from jumping up and down and looking at the beautiful Bret. Def Leppard, excuse me, can you say always awesome? They are always awesome, and you never hear a bad word about Def Leppard, ever, because they're great. Then we have Mötley Crüe. Now, these guys have not performed together in public since December of 2015, which was slated to be their final show. In 2015, Vince Neil was absolutely and positively sure that those guys were never, ever going to tour together again. Oh my gosh, Mötley Crüe, they're back. I can't believe it. I'm going to the show. They announced the stadium tour. Everybody's so excited. Then wah, wah. The whole world shuts down and everything was canceled. Then people are like, can I get my money back at least? Can I have my money back for the tickets? And that was a whole other fiasco. You had to wait months to get a refund. And some people are still out there who are not getting a refund, period. And then there are some people who cannot attend in 2022. They simply want their money back and they're not getting it. Then just recently, they of course announced that they're not going back on the road until the summer of 2022. Same lineup, same everything, but it's gonna be next year now. So here's the thing. If Vince does what he did at the Boone River Valley Festival, I don't think a stadium full of fans are going to sit there and just be in shock. I think if he gives a performance like he just gave at one of these stadium shows, I am not confident that people will just get up and simply walk away and say, oh, he's just having a bad night. Don't worry about it. It's all good. We just flew here from Alaska and booked a hotel for a week and I quit my job because I needed to see this show. I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think it's going to be that calm. If Vince cannot sing, there's that if. Will, or should I say can, Vince get himself in tippity-toppity shape for this upcoming stadium tour? Tours are tremendously hard work. So if you truly care about what you're doing, you're going to be on point every single night you're on that stage. And there are 4 dates when these bands will be doing back-to-back shows. These Vince videos, we know that they're out there. They went totally viral. That's what he's capable of doing today. What's he going to be like a year from now? Also, these stadium tour tickets, guys, they are not cheap. And if you're going VIP, you gotta have Kardashian credit status because they are pricey. What about maybe getting another lead singer and having Vince do some appearances during the evening of the shows? There could also be the potential of that. I don't know. But let me know in the comments down below, what do you guys think should happen? Do you think Mötley Crüe will go forward and do the show? Do you think Mötley Crüe will go forward, do the show, and not have Vince Neil as their lead singer? Or do you think Mötley Crüe will go ahead, do the stadium tour, and get another lead singer and maybe blend Vince into the night? Or will they do nothing and just hope for the best? I personally do not have a good feeling if they keep everything the way it is. I have a funny feeling that there are going to be a lot of refunds. So if they don't deliver what fans expect to be delivered to them for the price they're paying for these tickets, I don't think it's going to be good. I'm just saying. And I think there will be refunds, which wouldn't be fair to the other bands, because I would have to say probably, and I don't know, but 99% of everyone else that is going out on tour are rehearsing and doing what they need to do to get ready for this ginormous tour that everyone's been waiting for. You know, maybe coming up with a plan now isn't such a bad idea. Maybe they already have a plan. We just don't know. Maybe we're just not going to find out until the very last possible second. We shall see. So leave your opinions down in the comments below. Be nice. I'm just saying, please be nice. I just wanted to do this video because this is all I've been thinking about since I saw Vince's performance. I don't think I was bashing Vince in this, just kind of laying out what it is and what is going to happen going forward. I'm curious. I'm really curious what you guys think. Guys, remember to always be kind to everyone. Be free, because our freedom means everything. Put on some Mötley Crüe and say to yourself, geez, those were the days, baby. And most importantly, don't forget to always keep rocking.